Hello and welcome to season one. No, this is season two. We have two seasons of Plots in Darkenhaven, and this is episode one. Um, and the title of this episode is "Remember Me," and we'll figure out why in a little bit. First, before we get going, I want to give a thank you to Gooey Cube for one. We moved over to their stream now, so this is our first episode that is being streamed on their stream, and this great city box set that we have now in our lovely hands for Darkenhaven. And not only do we get this huge box set, the custodians of the condemned are canon and are printed in it. So that's awesome. Um, so thank you to Gooey Cube for supporting this show, this story that we're telling, and thank you for all the contributors that helped us build Darkenhaven. Um, Probably won't gush that much in future episodes, but hey, here we are, season two. So we'll start with character introductions. So first of all, Dulcinea.
Hello, I'm Dulcinea Darkenstrollen. I am a softling, originally from Sudanestia, but now hanging out over in Darkenhaven. No relation.
All right, and Savinor.
Um, Hello. Oh, that's not my voice.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Now I'm on the spot. Oh, hello there. My name is N. Savinor Annalisa, and I, of course, am the leader of this motley crew because I know all the rules, regulations, and I keep everyone in order.
Sigismund. You're muted.
I was moving some things around, so I muted. I'm Sigismund. I am the actual leader of this expedition because I have the key that lets people out of prison whenever I want. I was a formerly lawful stupid paladin of Radian who smote many people until I found some dark things where maybe a demon was tampering with my mind for a moment. And I switched to worshipping the goddess Harmonia and neutrality in trying to overcome the violent nature that I have. I'm trying to help right the wrongs of Magistrate Hadley. I forgot his name. It's been so long, but my good friend, the Magistrate, who also had some things that he wished he would have done differently in his life, and that's what brought me here.
I miss Tilholland.
Tilholland. He's been dead for a long time now, I feel like.
And
we get older, time
guests
longer.
Oh, sorry. I was the other two guests that we have. We're going to introduce their characters later, but I just want to introduce the players. We've got Patrick Kenny and Chelsea Bolt with us, two great contributors to the Gooey Cube community. Patrick being the shenanigator, of course, and Chelsea helping me with Roll20 and putting stuff into Roll20 and helping a lot at conventions as well. So we have two great guests with us today, but we're going to introduce their characters in a little bit.
Okay, Stam.
Do you want to introduce me?
Oh, Stam. No. You shoot things. We're done. No, go ahead.
Careful, he's gonna.
Whatever. I'm happy not to be the leader because leaders are the ones that get shot in the back.
It's true.
Anyway, I'm Stam. I'm a Myroon Fusilier. And yeah, you never know where you might get shot or when.
All right, we will start the episode as we usually do. In the custodian or the condemned building across from Flaxen Wagon Alley. And those of you in Roll20, you'll probably have to use your scroll bars and go all the way to the bottom and all the way to the right and zoom in to see the condemned building. And our four custodians of the condemned are sitting in their parlor. It's been about 10 days since the finale, since Saffron forgave her father and Magistrate Till Holland went on to take his place in whatever afterlife he may have for after this. His ghost is no longer a resident here at the condemned building. I'll turn it over to you all.
All right. Well, it's been 10 days, guys. Saffron's been here for quite some time. I don't know that we're any closer to solving the problem of this cult than we were when she got here. But I'm beginning to worry that they might realize where she is and come after her again.
Do you really think they'll expose themselves so much as to attempt to try to come over here?
We live in this slums where there are no police. That's why we do what we do. I mean, if you were going to attack, I don't know, a dilapidated building with no police force or no real means of defense, I mean, it seems like a pretty good play strategically.
And I wanna do a little just question there. You said Saffron's been here for 10 days. Saffron was Mandy's character.
She's
actually left.
Oh, has she gone? Hang on. I think my notes are weird. I have written... No, I'm sorry. It's Talolia. My notes are very strange. They're old notes. I'm sorry. They're a year old. But yes, she's been here for a while, and we need to figure out what we're going to do about this whole situation.
Who has been here for a while?
Oh,
Talolia?
Who the hell is Talolia?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
The name?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
The woman who's been living upstairs in our attic for the last 10 days.
There's no woman that's been up here for the last 10 days.
Are you guys okay?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Have you been shot by Stam again?
No.
No.
Come on. What are you talking about? She's right up here, and I'll go upstairs to the door that Thaloli has been locked behind.
Okay.
What is he talking?
I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell.
Did you do an experiment on him?
The door's open. And there's nobody there.
Wait, what? Where did she go?
Somebody may have taken a blow to the head.
I have taken many blows to the head. I'm an old man.
Perhaps you should sit down and relax yourself.
No, I have to figure this out. You guys don't remember Talolia.
There is no Talolia, dear boy.
Okay. There is. You guys are not okay. And I'm going to start looking around in this room for any, signs that there has been someone here, crust of bread, food, that kind of thing.
Give me an investigation check.
That's, Pam, do you want to tell Corey what I rolled?
No, because you always rolled nat 20s.
It's nat 20. First roll of season 2, baby. Sigismund's back.
This was my first roll of old dude.
Wow.
So, yes, you find there's evidence that somebody has been here, but you find no evidence of who.
Okay.
So, for example, you're like, yep, and there's, we were trying to be accommodating. There's the blankets that I put out for her. There's, the change sheets that I pulled. You remember taking care of someone in this room, and all of the stuff that you remember from the last 10 days, there's evidence that you're not crazy, that somebody was in this room, you were taking care of them, and now they're not here, and your roommates don't seem to remember anything about it.
Look, see, here's the blankets, and here's a crust of bread, and here's the toilet bucket that I brought them, and they've cleaned it out. They're very, very nice of them, but something is going on here.
Did you stage all of these things in this room just to pretend to have an imaginary friend that... Are you lonely?
Or maybe it was, some other kind of friend.
How many flights of stairs is it to this part
It's
of
just one.
It's just one. I don't climb stairs unless I have a damn good reason. You know that. There's.
That's fair.
Why would I set this up? That makes no sense.
No, that's true. All that extra weight he carries, he doesn't need to be going up and down
Listen,
them steps.
it's my coat. It's made of chainmail. I can't help
Oh yeah,
it.
it's the chainmail. Right. Sorry, forgot.
I are. I don't. I'm not good with magic, but I think you guys have been magicked or something. This is some fairy bull crap.
Fairy bull crap.
It's
All
bad.
right, so
PC.
very disconcerted. Everybody else is disconcerted about you. You're disconcerted about things that you remember that nobody else seems to. You return downstairs, and kind of sit back in the parlor. You're all kind of sitting there in silence. Your minds are racing about what might be going on, and from the shadows, two people have made their way into your home. One you recognize, although I didn't have this before, and one you do not. And let me put them on the map as well. Sorry.
So you guys really don't remember that cult that we fought?
I remember fighting cultists.
Yeah, me too.
Of course, I remember fighting cultists. I don't remember who you're talking about as living here. First of all, I don't even want to live here. Why would anyone else want to stay upstairs?
Because they
Well,
were
that's a good
hiding.
question.
Okay, so these two people pop up, and I will let them introduce themselves. Let's start with Rue.
I don't know them either.
Hello, Sigismund. Your 14 days have, shall we say, elapsed.
Huh?
Remember me from the beach? You were given one forbearance for the Emperor?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. So,
You don't remember me? I tried to kill you.
yeah, but do you know, like,
What?
that's just, do you know how many times a week I get tried to kill?
It's true.
But this mild little Emperor thing, you'd think that would stick out in your mind
Look.
a little bit more.
In my years of service, I have killed, I don't know, 6, 7 emperors? Like, you're going to have to be more specific.
Well, you're not exactly quiet. I heard how many times you've been hit on the head, but come on, get yourself together, man.
Look, I am fine. Tell me what do you want? Do you want to go
Your
again?
death. It's a simple thing. You were given a 14-day forbearance to get your evidence together for why we shouldn't kill you. You've done that, right?
Yeah, it boils down to one exhibit. You can't.
All right, and we will
Are
switch over.
Are we not? What is happening here?
So for those
Yeah,
of
what
you,
is
I'm just going to give some context here. In episode 10, the party ran against some assassins of the Emperor of the Wuhan Empire, and at the end of that episode, Sigismund had a letter, a formal decree, saying he had a 14-day forbearance for interfering with the assassination of a bard that was on our guest for the show. But before we get into that, as these two are facing on, we'll let Mitsu introduce herself.
Stepping forward, she'll put a hand on her uncle and say, "Hold, uncle. The mission's more important than any new decree." And turning to the party, she will say, "I am Mitsu Zinshul, and we are here on an important mission. I am a warlock assassin of the Suohuan Empire, and we are looking for an important leader of the cultists, and hear that you have information that may help us find him."
Okay, so you need help not to kill me.
Right.
Right.
So we're not doing the killing part first.
We'll do that later.
When
I
we
was trying
find
to
more
do the mysterious thing.
Okay. We know about cults. What can we help you with the cult?
We
Are
are
you
looking
familiar with Avuna?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
It's
I will do.
Avasuna. Avasuna.
Avasuna, sorry.
Sure.
Avasuna. Son? Is it Avasuna son?
Yes, we're looking for
Oh.
Absuna's son.
God. No.
Answer
No.
crimes.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
Look,
I
don't
I
be
refu-
rude.
I refuse to be involved with that individual.
Don't
What's your
be
problem?
rude in Savanor. Do you like this person or are they bad?
No, he is a jerk. He thinks he knows everything. He knows
Look,
nothing.
I wasn't
so it's
talking to you in
competition for you.
Savanor.
First of all, there is no competition. The only competition I have is in that reflective surface over there. Secondly, no, I will not deal with him. He is awful. I mean, actually awful.
Well, now I want to meet this guy.
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like he
of
might be
course you
pretty
do.
cool.
oh, that. Yeah, sure,
This is
sure.
entertaining.
So, what do your guys' business with Avasuna? Do you want to kill him? Do you want to give him a cookie?
We want to capture him.
Oh, I'm assuming we're involved with the cult.
Is this
Oh,
one of
you know
the
about that?
dead or alive things?
No, alive.
Alive? That's boring, but okay.
All right, Stan.
Maybe the next one.
That is very boring
What?
dealing with Avasuna, actually.
Look, okay, in Savanor, let's play the
Mm.
quiet game. Could you two maybe give us a little rundown on what you know about Avasuna and why you need to capture them?
Stepping forward, Mitsu addresses Dom, sensing that he perhaps is the most intelligent amongst the bunch here. And she looks up at him and says, "We hope to capture and return him so that he can answer for his crimes, for he caused a cult uprising.
Hmm.
He is also an agent of the Lords of Corruption. Can't you help us?"
Yeah, I mean, we're always here to help. That's what we do. Do you have any idea where we could start? Maybe you seem to know about Avasuna in Savanor. Do you know where he likes to hole up?
She looks back at her uncle and says, "Uncle, is there anything more we can tell them?"
I think we can tell them about the presumed location on Governor's Island.
Oh,
Surely you have some information, because you seem like a pleasant fellow. I would rather not kill you.
look, we will come
Yeah.
back to that later.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time with that. I mean, he's a little annoying, but I got his back.
We take care of each other, even in
A
Savanor.
little annoying.
Yeah, I know some people over
Well-
on Governor's Island.
I've got to compare him to you, Sav. It's just, it's night and day there.
Incredibly rude, actually.
In Savanor, recalibrate. Turn off
I-
the angry man sensor for just a little bit. We have to take care of this. There's a cult. Maybe they'll know where my missing friend is.
You guys are
Yeah,
all on
you're-
the same
you're-
team.
Same team.
Most days,
we
yes.
might be a team. We might be a bag of cats. Who knows?
Sometimes there's others around here too, but they just kind of like, sometimes we just get real quiet and go into rooms and lock ourselves in. So they might show up eventually. I don't know.
And ignore the sound of any explosions.
Oh, yeah. Dulcinea blows stuff up all the time.
Yes, here's evidence that she blows things up.
so,
I warned you to stay out of there.
so the
You
last
actually
time,
being a guinea pig.
the last time any of you saw Avazuna-san was in the High Exalted Tower of Learning and Lore, buried in books about alims and the components of magic
Wow.
down below, in the library below the High Exalted Tower of Learning and Lore.
They really don't like me there.
Yeah. I don't understand why you guys feel the need to like understand like how particles work. I mean, magic just works. It either works or it doesn't. You guys overcomplicate things.
There
So
is
you can
specific
get us on the
science
island.
behind it. Of course, we can get you on the
Yes,
island.
we can absolutely help you get to Governor's Island. I know a few people there.
Yeah.
Presumably you have a way you would tell us to do this?
So that's one thing that changed since the last time we ran this game. The High Exalted Tower of Learning and Lore is no longer in Governor's Island. It's in the God's Ward.
Oh, it was yeah, I remember that now. It was some guys, they hired some people who had like a teleporting strip mall. They had a bunch of construction workers there that helped move it all over to the God's Ward.
Well, they want to make it more publicly accessible, and some of us really aren't really allowed on Governor's Isle.
Right. But Torlock's still the only thing that shifted since the last time I ran this game is that Torlock still's at the High Exalted Tower of Learning and Lore. It's just for some reason it was on Governor's Isle before the box set came out. Maybe due to some Facebook posts that I shouldn't have followed, and now it's on. Now it's in the God's Ward. So.
My maps are very out of date.
Yes, it will be okay. Torlak is there. He will help us. I know him. He's a good guy. He will let us know what's going on.
We like to.
All right. So I assume you're going to make your way to the High Exalted Tower of Learning and Lore.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, dear niece, do you think it would be appropriate to offer a further forbearance if they offer us, or if they assist us in this endeavor? Or no?
You're in our city now,
I don't want to put this off anymore. If we're going to do this, let's just do it.
Well, part of what I'm getting at is I can, as one of the Emperor's assassins, argue for why we should perhaps remove you from the list for assassination if you help us. But I cannot remove the contract outright. I have to discuss it with the Emperor directly. A forbearance would give me that chance. Would this be an appropriate deal?
Sure. I mean, I just want to let you know how much it's going to cost you in manpower and material if you try to take me down before you finally just have to give up.
We have an empire.
All right.
Men and material is kind of something we throw at these problems.
I kill demons.
And the rest of your people are, on the other side of the water.
Right.
True.
You're here on your own.
Yes. And I'm going to die eventually. I'll just die sooner than I expected. There's more of us.
Like in 5 minutes if you keep this up. So we're not killing Sigismund today. We're going to this Avasuna character, and I don't want to deal with. And we're venturing off into the God's Ward. Is there any other issues that we have? No other killing? Any other contracts hidden?
I mean, we are walking into one of the most heavily fortified and defended places in all of Darkenhaven to accuse one of the most powerful people in all of Darkenhaven of being the leader of a cult, but I don't see a problem with that. What could go wrong?
Right, so it's a normal Saturday for us.
I just like deals. I like deals and I like contracts. Is that so wrong?
Okay.
You like deals.
I would say in Savanor likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe you
Contracts,
two could
deals.
write documents and see who can make the coolest contract or something. I don't know.
Mine would be the best, actually. It's
You are so
simple enough.
very wrong on that, but let's save that for another day.
I am never wrong, dear.
You
What?
do
Why are
not
we still
meet the
here?
height requirement.
Put them in a room together.
I'll look
Sounds
at
rather jealous.
Page match.
Kelsey, what was your character's name again? I have forgotten.
Mitsu.
I'll look at Mitsu and Stam and Dulcinea, and I'll just Start walking out of the door while they're while they're arguing about contracts.
It's
Yeah,
a pen
all
and
right.
top. Who will win?
Okay, so you make your way to the high exalted tower of lore and learning, and you, Sigismund, you are easily able to gain an audience with Torlok. And he greets you,
So, what brings you here again, my friends?
and then he looks at the two Astrinians he hasn't met before, and
Ah, so, who are these folks? Do look like you wear imperial garb?
and when he says garb, he basically kind of, maybe he's identified that the either the color or the cut or whatever of your clothing to identify you as imperial assassins. You get the sense that he knows that something's up, and he looks really worried right now as he asks you, Sigismund, why have you come here and brought these people?
Well, you know, Torlak, it's the standard situation. They're a pair of assassins who are here to threaten to kill me unless I help them find out about this cult leader and capture them. It is
Everyday stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty sensitive, though, this cult thing. Are we sure that we're not being, like, listened to or watched here or anything?
Oh, well, yes, oh, come over here, yes.
Walks you into his private office, shuts the door, turns some sconce, and then turns back to you and says,
Oh, there, now, no one is listening.
There is a chance that Avasuna Sol is potentially the mastermind of some cult.
Who?
Avasuna Sol?
San.
San?
Yeah.
Avasuna San.
English is my
Avasuna.
second language.
Oh, who is Avasuna-san?
What are you talking about?
Who is Avasuna-san, and why is it so sensitive?
That's who our visitors say they're looking for.
Yeah, she works here. Usually in the big stack of books, big pile of books.
Well, I don't know anyone named Avasuna-san who works here.
Got a description?
Someone doing a research project.
Hang on, guys, can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, look, we're dealing with like a weird cult here, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
They do some weird, tricky stuff. If they have like gotten an agent this high into the God's Word, maybe this isn't Torlak. Maybe it's some kind of like
How would you know this is
Homunculus.
Torlak or not?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I could ask him something only Torlak knows.
Yeah, let's do that.
But look,
Sure.
in case he's some kind of homunculus, you guys get ready, because if he's bad,
Oh, I'm always ready.
we're gonna have to shoot him.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. Okay, Torlak. We're done with our totally not strategic conversation. Remind me again about your childhood, Torlak. It's been some time.
Well, of course you know me. I come from a family of sea fishers, and they're from the small town of Renfield on eastern Boulevard. I do think you've been there with me before, have you not?
Okay. All right, guys. He's not a homunculus, because that's right.
Oh, I was gonna say it's not him. Shoot him. I guess.
No, no. That's right. Don't do it.
All right,
Dan.
all right, it's right. All right.
But
I just want to ask, do we believe him when he's saying he has no idea who Avasuna is?
so for the party's reference, because this was over a year ago, he was the one who gave you access to the library last time you met with Avasuna, and then you went down and met with Avasuna. So he was the one who kind of, the party knows that he, at least before, knew who Avasuna-san was.
Yeah, they're coworkers. You guys don't see any weird like similarities between something that's happening now and something that was happening earlier?
What happened earlier?
You know, when you guys forgot about the woman who'd been living in our attic for 10 days.
Your
No.
imaginary friend.
Something is happening to people's memories.
No. It's just you and him.
It seems
very coincidental, actually, or not.
So you're saying that you're not lost; it's everyone else.
Right.
Okay.
Dalton is digging through
It
her
checks
pack.
out.
Well, I do not know what is going on here, but I can assure you that my memory is quite clear. So, do you have a description of this Avasuna? Something that I might be able to ask my scholars about? Maybe one of them have seen this Avasuna.
Yes, perhaps we can draw a little picture of her to show you.
It's a him, I think.
Yeah.
He
Him.
doesn't know that, but
A little picture of him to show you and
Now
maybe
whose
the
memory
people
is
at home.
not checking out.
I don't know if we have artwork of us or not.
Oh, they're Estrenian, I think.
Avasuna San
Christopher-
is
yeah.
Esternian.
Would I have a picture of her for the attempt to try and capture her? Or
him.
him? Sorry.
him.
Sigismund ruined
No,
me.
but I think Mitsu does.
Oh, Mitsu does.
Yes, pulling out a drawing from her pack, she'll offer a sketch of Avasuna-san.
Ooh. Oh yeah. That's definitely like gives off big dude energy.
Yeah, that's
And-
some cultist
and Torlok
look
goes-
right there.
What? That is not Avasuna-san.
I
What do you mean?
What?
assure you that it is.
Well, no, that is Miro Sakani. You know, Miro Sakani, the head of the gem cutting guild here in Darkenhaven?
What?
Well, he doesn't work here. He's not one of my co-workers.
Why did we think he was here then?
That's the intelligence we received.
He absolutely is here.
Well, I tell you, you might
One thing.
need to find another means of gaining access to Miro. He's quite well guarded.
Well, I might have an idea. I don't like it, but we could.
Is this
So, is this an idea that I would like to hear?
Maybe not.
Oh, so, well, in that case, it's been nice seeing you all.
But real quick, in this huge building full of wizards, you should go find one and see if they can like check your memory for you.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm telling you, something's going on here. And if you find someone that does figure it out, if you could send them my way, I've got a whole bunch of people that need to be checked out. Not you guys, though. Don't worry, it's not you guys. It's my other roommates.
It's a little suspicious.
Says the guy who admits to have been hit in the head dozens of times.
No, that
So
was
have
Siggy.
they.
Correct.
Yeah.
all right?
Okay.
So you guys make your way out and find some place to chat.
Yeah, so I think we got one option here. How would you feel about owing the Oath of Blood a favor?
Oh no. Nope.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What is the Oath of Blood?
It depends on the favor.
They're real nice guys. They're gentle and kind to
No.
everyone.
No. Have you
Yeah,
not-
yeah, you be selling something.
Gentle.
Even I know
Do
better
I-
than that.
Do I believe him at all?
No.
Aren't you
Matter
some
of
kind
fact,
of assassin?
as an assassin who travels the world, you know the Oath of Blood is a syndicate here in Darkenhaven, and they're like they've probably got their fingers in everything in Darkenhaven and Gloomport as far as criminal activity, and yeah, they're a dangerous group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also as an assassin, they would probably talk to you without extracting too much blood payment.
You make them sound so wonderful.
Maybe you guys can give them some kind of forbearance or something. Maybe they're
Right.
into that.
One contract at a time. I have somebody else I already need to take down in contracts.
I'm just
Please
saying,
no
I've
more.
seen in Savanor deal with like 6-7 contracts at a time, and you can't
That
handle
is
just
correct.
more than one.
Yeah, and
I have multi-continental contracts. That's where I'm trying to keep it limited here.
Please don't let Savanor be right about himself.
Just saying, I've seen Vince Savanor have extra planar contracts with some of the things that he like summons, and
Over breakfast.
I know, but the guy's head is ginormous.
It is quite large, I will give you that.
all right. Well, clearly,
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get along.
all right. So it looks like it's gonna be on you and Mitsu to like infiltrate these guys, but So here's the thing about the Oath of Blood is I don't like dealing with them, but they are at least pretty stable. Like if you have to have a criminal element in a city, right? And anytime these gangs or a new gang rises up and threatens the Oath of Blood, there's always more violence in the streets than strictly necessary. So I don't like the idea of dealing with them, but it's better than dealing with another criminal organization, I guess.
Well, you got a better idea?
They
Not
might be
really.
useful to us in the future. I'll give you that.
Dude, they are one of the most powerful and wealthy organizations in all of Zyathe. You don't want to mess with them. Please, use some diplomacy here. They start civil wars and rebellions at the whim.
I will
Well,
refrain
Those
from
have
stabbing
so many
first.
great things.
If
They have
you
so
want
many great
diplomacy,
things. There's so many benefits to being involved with the Oath of Blood. I mean, then there's nothing that can go wrong.
You're saying lots of words, but I'm just ignoring you. Anyways,
I
English
would-
isn't my first language. Is he doing a sarcasm? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think he is.
I'm getting better.
maybe
I would
but,
never.
Get better.
There's no sarcasm here. I am being 100% legit. It is a good idea. I am telling you, there's so many benefits to working with them. You get in. It's called exposing them from the inside. What?
Your
what-
head's
there's
so big,
nothing
the
that can go
words are
wrong.
just caught in
That's
orbit
how you
around
get
it. I'm not
Bloomberg.
listening.
that's how you end up floating in the Gloom Bay or down, over the falls. We could
That's whoever did it wrong.
go into High Garden because that's where the Cutter's Leak is. I might have some ability to get in there because I have been doing some custom pieces.
Don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
Custom
I got
pieces.
somebody. I got somebody we can talk to.
All right. Well, I mean, I
What
trust
about
that Staminman
the
has
Arkansas?
shady connections.
Well, yeah, I spent all that time there.
Okay.
There in the L word, the one I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah, that place.
Love?
No, lockdown.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll be fine. I have a key.
Same,
I'll hold
same
up my
thing.
stone
Same
ahead.
thing.
All right. Well, let's just keep ourselves on the free and clear these days, huh?
Okay.
All right. Well, we got to go back to Ugerton and find this guy. His name is Victorin Nightshade Dross.
Sounds like a
Middle
leper
name.
person.
His
He's
middle
an
name is a
Arkham dealer.
poisonous plant.
With a name
What's
like
that?
that, how could you ever turn to crime?
He's an alchemist, huh?
Narcomist, really, or a
Oh,
dealer,
no.
anyway. But yeah,
Don't
yeah,
like
we're
that.
gonna owe them a
Alright.
favor.
So,
I'm
as you
sorry.
stroll down the bustling street, a rather dapper human catches your eye, with a top hat perched at a jaunty angle and a long coat swaying with each step. He exudes an air of mystery. You regard the man as he scans the surroundings before his gaze settles on you. He winks at Stammond. Moving closer, he gives all of you a knowing nod and he leans in and, barely above a whisper, he offers you a proposition. Hey, me friends, I got a dead man for sale, if you be interested. You've heard whispers about this man through the alleys and dimly lit quarters of the city. His proper name is Victrin Dross, but his street name is simply Nightshade, and the name is one that sends shivers down the spines of even the most hardened souls. With his piercing gaze and a smirk that hints at a life on the edge, Victrin is a rather dangerous rogue indeed.
I like him
And you know
already.
that he is affiliated with the Oath of Blood. He tips his hat and he says, You're not coming for the dead man, are you, Stam? What you here for?
No, we need to talk to you about maybe some other business.
All right, then. What other business have you got for us?
Well, we're looking for a guy. Miro Sakani.
Miro Sakani, the gem cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been holed up. Many people haven't seen him for weeks, it's been said. That's a bit of free information. Anything more will be costing you.
Sure. So yeah, could we work out a deal? You know, a deal that doesn't change after the fact.
A change after the fact? What do you mean?
It's happened before.
I see.
Then I had to
Well.
shoot people, and then I had, time added to my time, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, others might have handled that situation differently.
You do it better.
So, what is it that you need from us?
I would say,
You need an audience with this man? You need
you can get us an audience with this guy.
well, I can get you probably into his private chambers if, and he looks at the two Astrinians, if, that's what you're here for.
How does that sound, y'all?
That sounds perfect.
It depends
And
on what
you
it's
get
going
the-
to cost us.
And he is, you get the feeling that you've come to him with, he also knows an Astrinian assassin when he sees one, and you've come to him asking how you can get these assassins to kill this guy, and so that's what he's offering, is a way into his private chambers, perhaps in the middle of the night. And to Sigismund, after you say it's what it'll cost you, he just says, a favor.
Nope. It's got to be more specific than that, buddy.
They just like to have people over a barrel so they can use them later. It might mean more work for us at some point.
So nothing as vague as a favor, then.
Preferably
mean-
not.
Would we rather just exchange some resources?
What resources do you have?
I will step back and look at the people around me.
Well, do you need
Well.
any machinations?
There might be something that you could make for us, all right? And what else? And he looks at the two Astrinians. Are you two willing to take a job back home?
What's the nature of the job?
Well, we've got people that in the Golden City that we can't reach that maybe you can.
Have they committed crimes against the Emperor? In any way you can justify?
Oh, in any way I can justify. Well, let me think about that. Yes.
Perfect.
Seems on the up and up.
Yeah, seems good. That seems like a whole lot of not my problem, so I'm pretty down with just like committing these guys to doing this.
As long as it's not in our city.
Seems like a whole lot of payback for you coming over here being like, you have 14 days or we're going to kill you. All right, go kill somebody over there.
Yeah, get him out of our backyard.
Yeah.
You're very mouthy for somebody with a death warrant.
When are you going to understand? I am an old man. I am not afraid of you. If you kill me, I go on to the next life. If you don't, well, are you really prepared to go on to the next life?
And I'm always itching for a new target.
Just saying, I don't think Slay takes care of his devotees quite as well as Harmonia.
I thought with that other gentleman's giant head, you had plenty of targets to hit.
I
Well,
don't want to fight anybody.
No, he's talking about me shooting in Savanor.
Oh, don't shoot at Savanor. We need his brain sometimes.
You know, he has bailed us out of some tight spots here and there. So
Yeah, I can't think of any, but I'm sure it's happened at one point in time or another.
I don't remember any either, but yeah, it's probably happened. Otherwise, why would we keep him around?
I'm just saying, look here, Nightshade Man. A pair of the Sterinian assassins on your leash. That's a pretty good thing. And I may want to ask for one more bit of information to be included in the price of that. Have you ever heard of the name Aviana Sol? San?
As soon as San.
That's it. It's not my first language.
It's not even your third language.
Avasuna-san? No.
Yes.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, shit. So this is affecting more than just one or two people.
Now, would this guy know a scholar from the Tower of Learning and Lore?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know. It depends on
So-
how big of a deal. But Sigismund's
No.
not the smartest, so that's not entering into these equations. Have you heard of any cult activity in the area?
Like,
Any cult activity? Which cult?
This one would have something to do with Thule, I believe. Isn't that what it was last time with my friend? It's Thule, right?
Yes, there was a or no, sorry. Yes, there was in the voice of the character.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a Thule in the that you guys fought.
Almost got him too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then he ran away.
but he got
Coward.
away. He's like, what's a Thule?
Oh. Okay. That's something he would know, right?
No,
should
maybe
know.
not.
Okay. Hey, well, I appreciate it. All right. Well, you've got your pair of assassins who we've definitely all agreed, including them, that they're going to assassinate someone for you with no questions asked in a country far, far away from here.
I'll
Not
make
a
sure
problem.
that the decree is in order. And he looks at Rue. It'll be official.
That means he's going to forge a document saying that you can kill someone.
Hey, Alan, can you pop your camera off and back on again? I can't. It looks like it's.
Oh no, we may
either-
have lost
either-
Alan.
We may have lost him. I don't know.
Damn it! I was just going to ask him a question.
Savanor checks out at the weirdest times.
He does.
I gave him a contract to look at. He just went and got fascinated.
So he'll be busy for a while.
He's 5th level. Maybe he's like got I don't know what level they get like demi-plane. Maybe he's cast a demi-plane somewhere and he's off consulting with the spirits.
So, just to be clear, we have a decree for the two of you, and we have a schematic some creation from you. All right, it's a deal. We'll get you in. Meet our runner, and he gives you in a side street over by the gin cutting guild house.
I know where that is.
He'll get you in.
So when do you want to talk about your machination? Now she things to make.
I'll run that up the line and see what comes back down.
Sounds good. You know where to find me.
Just as a side for our two assassin friends here, maybe you guys should wear a disguise. Everybody seems to know that you're assassins.
It makes sense.
That's the whole idea. We want people to know and be afraid. It's kind
That
of the
seems
thing.
like the worst kind of assassin.
Well, maybe if you're bad at it, like you guys,
like a shock troop.
language differences, you can never explain them.
Maybe we should just take them and get some better clothing, local
Do a
stuff.
shopping episode.
I think everyone would love that.
Well, we do have to go to High Garden at some point.
And also, Dulcinea, aren't you known in the gem cutting district?
Yes.
Well, we can make her a disguise. Here, Stam, do you have a sack? We could cut some eye holes out and just like.
Pretty good disguise, if you ask me.
I am not known for that kind of reason.
What? You're not going? Why? It's a disguise.
I don't need a disguise. I can't get to Governor's Isle. High Garden, I have clients.
Right, but we're going to do something potentially not good to somebody that's very important to them.
I'm not. They are.
Okay. You are going to be seen in their presence, and they have already said that they are not going to pretend not to be assassins.
I spend a lot of time in Gloomport too, right?
Yeah.
So you meet with the runner that
Nightshade
told you to find that evening. He takes you down an alley, and then you basically go not through the sewers, but down under Darkenhaven. You can smell the sewer, and then he takes you through this cavern, and then you're like, he's leading you through what you think is like walls, because some of them are wood, some of them are stone, but you're like, what is this? And he pushes a panel in a wooden wall, and says, I'll wait here for you. If you make a lot of noise, or if you draw a lot of attention, I'll collapse all of this. So be quiet, and I can get you back out of here without any mess. And as he pushes this panel, a door swings open, and there's like some stairs. You're basically in a stairwell, halfway up the stairs, and the panel, which has cuts for each stair, kind of opens, and there's stairs heading up.
I'll hold up one of my fusils and say, we'll be as quiet as we know how.
All right, and I'll try to make this as easy as possible as you guys go up these stairs. Let's just grab. Oh, gotta be on the token layer. Who's gonna head up first?
I mean, I can be pretty quiet, but anybody else?
I was going to volunteer since.
Well, you're
Or
an
I'm going to
assassin.
volunteer
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
it's.
You first.
Yeah, probably both the
And I would
assassins
like to do it
first.
stealthily, preferably.
All right, I'll just do that. Now, you should be able to, if you just take your scroll bar on your, you should just be able to scroll straight up and see
A dining room table.
a dining room table. Yep, exactly.
Looking.
Let's see here.
Oh crap, he's
Oh,
French.
there it is.
Oh, there it is.
All right. And you are in what looks like a dining room of a well-to-do place.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull the image up. There we are. Do I see anything around the dining room?
Well, where are do you have access? That's the other thing. Can you guys move your characters? I want to make sure that because we're something bad might happen, and I want you to be able to move things around. Okay, good.
There we go.
All right. So I guess yeah, if you guys want to just move around to this room, and I'll say stop when you need to stop.
Is that door at the top the main entrance?
No, that goes to another room.
Oh, so we came in from the bottom?
You came in from the bottom, the stairwell came up, and then there's you know that you're up, like, okay, Rue, stop. As you walk into that corner, you see really weird crawling all over everything in that corner. Let me share this handout. And you hear whispers, and we'll need to go on and knit.
Oh.
So you see these weird little things crawling all over the table in that corner, all over the floor in that corner.
Oh,
So let me.
it's a great time to be a snailer.
Ugh.
Your treachery is noted.
All right.
The Goose Syndicate here.
And let's see. Actually, you only gotta go back to that layer. You got to hear basically before something happened. And you see these things crawling all over. You get kind of grossed out, and you need to give me a wisdom save, please.
Okay.
Just Rue?
Just Rue.
18.
Okay.
That'll do.
Then you are good. You hear these like almost like little high pitched sounds, kind of like you walk it, like your ears are popping. You know that wee, like you hear that, but then it fades away. But yes, these little weird creatures are crawling all over everything.
Weird, they say Alphinius goo creation on them.
And let me see here. There we go. So if everybody could click on their character and then click the roll a knit button at the top, that way I can get our knit going. So they got 3 more to get. A stam. Are you in there?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this interface.
So if you just click on your character, there should be
Got
a
it.
button that pops up at the top left that says roll in it.
On my character Pog or my character?
Your Pog.
on the screen. Yeah, click on your character pog.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
Yeah, I got settings and I got 3 different like colored rings on the top.
Red, green, and blue
Oh,
rings
it
at the
should go
top.
up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen.
Of this.
It'll be like
Oh, okay.
There it
Upper
is.
left,
Yeah.
not right above your character pog.
Got it.
Oh wait, maybe that's what it is. Oh, there we go. And which one am I clicking?
Yourself, and then roll a knit.
I see the red, green, and blue.
So you're
Mine
looking
was
at the
way
character.
up in the top left corner, like all the way in the top left corner.
Oh, there
all
it
the
is.
way
It
by
Like a
is.
yeah.
small.
Little gray button says rolling it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing?
Me, because I don't see this
Oh,
gray button you're looking
Stam.
at.
I'll roll it for you there, and then sort by. There we go. And Savinor, you are first.
All right. Well, the first thing in Savino is going to do. Oh, these things are awfully gross. And I go to there are snails right next to Rue, right?
Yep.
All
He's
right, so
basically standing amongst a bunch of snails.
So no fire.
What's the answer's always fireball there. First thing I do is I swing my hand and this green skeletal hand comes out and swats the little snails as I cast my chill touch.
The one that's right next to him.
Kidding me. 16 to hit.
I heard 60 something. What?
No, 16 to hit.
16. Okay, 16 damage.
No, 16 to hit.
Alan's rolling, not Matt.
16 does hit. Yes.
All right. And that is 10 points of damage. Necrotic.
All right. All right. Some of the snails curl up and kind of freeze. Snails, mollusks, mind mollusks, curl up and freeze. It is this one's turn. It will also come over. Actually, this group will come to about here. And this group will start making its. Oh, no, it's not that one's turn. Dulcinea.
Yeah. And you're making these little creatures are coming towards me. Is there any salt on this table?
It's a fair question. That's a fair question.
It is well established that salt.
Yes, there is salt on the table.
Yeah, it is a dining room, so I just figured it was a fair question.
Love it.
Mhm. Well, I don't like them, but I'm just going to produce flame and throw it at them. Not a fireball, it's a little flame.
I mean, Rue did say that there were plenty of other assassins if he should fall. So
Right there in front of him.
I feel bad for Mitsu because
Yeah,
he
you wanna
made
roll
you guys
some?
expendable.
I'm wearing a red shirt after all.
Yes.
Yeah,
you should have brought the
didn't
green
think
shirt.
that one out too well, huh?
Or thought it out perfectly knowing I'm a guest.
We haven't lost a guest yet.
Yeah.
Corey did put specifically in my notes of things that I know, he specifically put, "Don't kill the guests." I don't know why. I usually get along with our guests.
Just here to let's see. I gotta find my there it is. Okay, well, I failed miserably, so yeah, it might singe his robes.
All right. Stammen, you're next.
All right. Dulcinea brought the salt. I'm going to bring the pepper. 2 shots
Oh no.
at that group. You're welcome.
I'm just saying, bullseyeing a snail from 10 yards is like hitting a womp rat with a T16 back home.
I can do it. It's ain't my first rodeo. All
Well,
right.
you know, that goes with the shirt.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Gonna attack that cluster at the top of the screen by the door.
Okay.
Well, that is a nat 1.
Woohoo!
And then offhand is what is it? Offhand 26.
26 hits.
All right, let's do some damage. $10 damage.
All right. You're gonna move or just stay in the corner there?
I think I'm happy there for now.
All right. Sigismund.
Maybe I'll move 5 feet in, but that's all I'm gonna do.
I'm worried about them getting that close to Dulcinea and Mitsu, so I'm just going to kind of intervene over here, stand between Dulcinea and them, and give them an attack. I do have 2 attacks now, so Corey, if it's okay with you, I'm going to roll them both at the same time, and we'll deal with
Sure.
damage. One is a 19, and the other one's a 20.
Both hit.
Oh my goodness. 17 points of damage.
That actually okay. So you smash about half of the bunch of mind mollusk.
Just step on them, guys. They're not that bad. I'm using the flat side of my blade, the back of it. Just smack them with that.
You got bigger feet than I do.
They're made out of bones. It's not that bad.
All right, and oh no, we're gonna go all the way up to Stammen, and then start crawling around below him, and that's all they can do is double move.
So they're slow.
Mitsu,
huh?
they're slow, but just wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Standing in front of all of us.
Mitsu is going to cast 2 beams of her Eldritch Blast, one at the very creepy snails crawling near Rue, and the other at those crawling near Stam.
Okay.
She rolled a nat 20 and a 10.
Woohoo!
Oh.
What's the mod with the 10? Like, what's the total for the 10? Because it might hit.
17. Sorry.
Yeah, that hits. So the 20 double your dice for damage, and then for the one on Rue, and then the other one it's just normal damage.
So 20 for the one on Rue, and 5 for the one on Stam.
All right. There's only like a couple of snails next to Rue now.
It's a lot of damage.
And I think it's their turn. Okay. So we're gonna start with this. on Rue, of course, because they can only attack things in their square.
They're gonna rue the day.
Rue, does a
No.
23 hit you? Oh,
Yes,
actually, I
it
think I
does.
have your AC here. Yes, it does. All right. So luckily, people have taken care of most of them on you, so they do a lot less damage when there are less of them. So 7 points of damage, but you still need to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. That would be 21.
Okay, you feel that tingle in your head, and you're good. You're good.
Roll like that.
No bad stuff.
I was hoping I would get incapacitated so I wouldn't
I
have to do
also-
anything to a snail.
I also need an intelligence saving throw. Sorry. There's two things going
That's
on
it.
here now.
I really hope I fail one of these when it comes to my turn. I want to see what they do.
That was a 13 for intelligence.
And you passed that one as well. Good, good, good.
Ah,
Sig, you can be the guinea pig on this one.
I'm fine with that. Got 15, 20 more characters ready to go.
And Rue, it is your turn.
I'm trying to think of a way to justify not attacking the snails. First of all, curse you. Second of all, I reluctantly attack the snail.
They're snail abominations, if that makes you feel.
You heard it here first on Plots in Darkenhaven. Patrick Kenny is attacking snails.
Poorly. I rolled a
Got him in
9.
a corner.
Snail walkers.
You rolled a 9. That does not hit.
Yes.
Is that it? Do you want to? Oh wait! At the beginning of your turn, I need you to give me another wisdom save because you're in the space with them.
Okay.
Patrick, are you a pure
That-
rogue?
I'm a monk.
You don't have. Come on, you can't key point this.
I'm not going to attack the snails if I can help it.
This man was
You
all
got
ready
problems,
to
son.
kill Sigismund. But snails.
Yes, and
13.
13 makes it. You're good. You had one
Um,
attack, and that's it.
I'm only using one attack because I have a target here, and that's how I'm justifying that. I do move away from the snail, though, to right here.
Okay. All right. And now that was the bottom of the order. So let me clear the order.
Oh, hang on.
And if
Mine
everybody
hasn't
could
done. The one on me hasn't
do
done
another-
anything, Corey.
Yeah, it did. It moved down there. It double moved.
No, the one on me. I was standing in front of it.
Yeah, but it took its turn before you
Oh,
moved
it's already
there.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already gone. Yeah.
I was trying, Corey.
All right. All right. Roll those inits again. Stam, did you figure it out yet? Do I need to?
Yeah, one of the pictures was covering the button. That's why I didn't see it.
Oh, gotcha. All right. It's like
For all that it helped
4,
me
6.
on the score. Look at that.
Corey, I do have a. I do have technically have a
Dulcinea,
plus
you're
3 to
first.
initiative,
I'm
but
below in Savanor.
Of course you are, as usual.
I must have
Now
been a nat one.
that kind of number.
That was a -1. How did I roll that?
All right, Dulcinea, you're up.
Oh boy. Well,
just shoot him.
she's gonna scoot around Siggy so she doesn't accidentally hit him. Although she knows he can take it.
You don't have to move. I trust you.
Well, actually, because I'm a softling, which is halfling, I could actually move through the square, but I don't want to be that close to the snails.
Just shoot it between my legs. Everything will be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Horse stance. And she's gonna take out her little sickle, and she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna try this.
Oh,
Snail reaping.
11.
11 is a miss. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. What we got here? Oh, the one's on Stam. All right. Stam, does a 12 hit you? I don't think it does.
Negative, Houston. Snails. Why did it have to be snails?
All right. And then which one's this? That's that one. It will chase down Rue. And
They
move.
really don't like you.
Sigismund, your turn.
all right. We're just gonna attack them. One of them is only a 10, and the other one is a 14.
14.
I'm sorry, Corey, you cut out for me.
I said the 14 hits.
Okay. That is 7 points of damage.
All right.
And then yeah, I'll just.
Oh,
Can I move? Well, no, that wouldn't do any good. I'll just stay where I'm at.
all right. Mitsu.
I am going to Eldritch Blast the two snails once again on Rue and Stam. Those are the immediate threats. It is a 16 for the ones on Rue, and again a 16 to hit on the ones on Stam.
Both hit.
Okay. 11 points of damage on Rue and 12 points of damage on Stan.
All right. The ones on Rue you have eradicated. And there are still a few crawling around on Stam.
Okay.
Good. Rue, you don't start your turn amongst a bunch of snails for the first time. Go ahead.
I'm never
Also,
going
Patrick-
to forgive you for putting them as snails.
Also, Patrick, you may think that he wrote this adventure and then it was just unfortunate that you drew that. That is not what happened. He carefully curates each episode. Last season, everybody that was a guest was in a location in Darkenhaven that they wrote. He did this to mess with you specifically. This is a targeted attack.
What are you talking
Oh, I am
about?
very, very aware of that.
Very true.
Yeah, just wait until the hatters show up.
So the guests should know that I do take time and consideration to consider some of the things. All right. Your turn, Rue.
I reluctantly, I might go to assist Dan.
Oh man, I
And
hope
I
you
take
nat
a
20 so bad.
I'm praying for a nat 1. I pray for a nat 1. Let's see. I take a one arm or unarmed attack against it. 17 hopefully doesn't hit.
17 hits.
Okay. That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, and that takes out the last few snails as you
Yeah.
bludgeon the rest of the mine mollusks at Stam's feet.
Nice to see you getting in the game.
And Savanor.
I pick one up, and yes, it definitely says property of Alphinius goo. That's canon.
Seems like an artificer was working on these then.
It wasn't me.
And Savanor.
All right, so the green hand that was floating out there, smacking all the snails, starts flying back, and goes to the snails that are right in front of Sigismund, and starts just whacking each snail.
No, in Savanor, I can
Chill
take
touch.
them. I can take them. Go away. We need to see what cool thing they do.
That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Dang.
10 points of necrotic damage.
All right. There's only a couple of snails left in that swarm.
There's still a chance.
Oh, Stam.
All right. I am going to climb up on the table and walk down to where I can get a shot on those things. So maybe right about there.
Mhm.
I have a clear shot there.
Yep.
All right.
He's gonna
Maybe
mess up
don't
your
shoot.
coat, man. He's gonna.
Man, I'm really I'm considering Shield of Faithing these slugs.
12 and 11.
Neither. Nope.
Dang it.
All right, and
Quit
last.
protecting them, Siggy.
There
Corey
we go.
carefully
Let's see
designed
what
these
happens.
monsters. We need to see what they do.
All right, let them crawl
Swarm
on you.
strike. Last one. That's a 19.
Meets his beats.
There we go. There's only a couple left, so the damage is lower. 5 points of psychic damage,
Okay.
and give me that wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Well, you're learning about them.
18.
18. All right, good to go.
Intelligence? Do I have to make an intelligence
the-
saving throw?
That's on your turn when you start in the same
Okay.
square.
No, let them have their way. You'll learn more.
Yeah.
And and that's the bottom of the round. So we will remove all the turns, and everybody click their nits.
All right,
Jesus.
get ready for that 4.
And I technically have a +3 to that. That's a 23 initiative from Sigismund. It's a nat 20.
All right, Dulcinea,
Iggy,
you are
please
first.
kill them.
All right. Let's see if it gets any better.
Wow, 2 nat 20s on initiative from us.
Well, no, mine's not a nat 20. I just have a good advantage on my net.
No, look at it again, Pam. It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Well, maybe my luck is changing because I
Yeah.
got another one.
Mm,
All right.
nat
hang
20
on.
into nat 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm using my sickle again. I gotta figure out which is my hit die.
A sickle's a D6, I think.
And that would be a 3 slashing. Damage.
3.
3.
Okay.
With
There
the
is a
crit?
single. There is a single snail left. Sigismund, it is your turn.
Oh, man. You're going to make me do it? I wanted them to
Yep.
attack me more. All right. I'll swing at him with both things. That's cocked.
Doesn't he have the intelligence and wisdom check first?
Oh, yeah, at the
intelligence
start
check.
of your turn, intelligence check.
Good, because they're going to die. Because one of those was a 14 on the die and the other was a 19 on the die. Shit. Hang on, that's cocked. 7, or actually 5.
5.
I forgot I had a
Okay.
negative one, not a positive one.
All right. So the last thing you remember, about an hour ago, you were talking to the guy with the top hat, and all of a sudden you're standing in this room, and there's a snail in front of you. You lost the last hour. Your
Oh.
memory has been wiped for the last hour, so you don't know how you got here, and you last remember talking about the assassins. helping him do something in their home turf.
Okay. What are we doing
so-
with these snails?
Uh,
Dump them.
They're your friends.
now you also have disadvantage on or intelligence saving throws against
Okay.
these until you save. So
Okay.
So you're missing an hour and you get disadvantage against them.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna bend over instead of attacking and just see if it'll crawl onto my hand.
Oh, what's this snail?
Yeah, it's a snail.
All right. It crawls onto your hand. Rue, your turn.
Hello, little friend.
I just sighed deeply.
When we get out of here.
In Savanor, have you seen these cool snails?
What are you doing? Put that thing down.
Is that
I
30
think they're
feet
very
to walk
cool.
to him? Is that within 30 feet?
I believe so. Let me hit the measure here. Yeah, it's like 20 over and 10 down. Yeah, you could probably cut the corner.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this. And then I do an unarmed attack at the one on his hand, trying to smack it.
All right.
Oh!
Swipe it off. Let it,
And-
put it against the wall.
18. Of course I hit when I don't
Yeah,
want.
you've crushed the last of the mind mollusks.
I hope you have some sanitizer.
And now, Sigismund, you notice that now you're looking around and there's like all of these crushed, looks like bone, these white bone snails that have been crushed everywhere, all over the room, and you're just kind of dumbfounded. Like you were just talking to the guy in the top hat, and now we're all here, and there's all these crushed snails everywhere.
Man, what happened to all the cool snails? Why did you kill this one?
We
Are you
need
as dumb as you look?
to thing.
He
Be
could
nice,
be.
buddy.
That's besides the point. We were just out here killing snails because they attacked us when we walked into this room. What do you mean? What do we do?
Are you okay?
What is wrong with you?
They're snails. How would they attack us?
See,
Well,
They've been
they're-
attacking us for the past
Look at it.
15 seconds.
Yeah, it's a snail.
They
It's a
say
snail skeleton.
Albania school. They're attack snails.
So
don't
I was
think
thinking
they
of
are.
telling you the truth, but I think it'd be more fun to not.
Okay.
All right. So what do you guys got? What do you think we should tell them?
That Alphiniuscu himself sicked these snails on him.
They must have pissed off that wizard guy.
I mean, they're just little snail friends. Why are you guys afraid of them? They're very hungry. Look at them. They're starving.
So what have you done in the
They're dead.
last hour
You
or
can
so?
see their
Siggy?
bones.
What,
I don't know.
What do you
We talked
remember
to
from the
guy in
last
hat,
hour?
and now we're here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you
Think about
do you
it.
not see a similarity to something you complained about earlier?
I
No.
think
Right.
he's sampling Nightshade's wares.
Oh, are these the Nightshade guy? Are these his snails?
No.
No.
It's a good thing because
Hold on.
if somebody killed my snails, these looked like they were expensive magic snails. Be pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
Who would go around having expensive magic snails?
I could see you having these in your room tonight.
What
Not
about-
the point. Secondly, are you?
I love it when he gets so indignant he can't even talk.
He's so
So-
mad. Sigismund
This is
so
my
gone.
favorite part.
So as you guys are chatting, you hear singing from behind that door.
Singing or chanting?
It's like singing. It sounds like a guy singing, and
I'm gonna
if
pick
you
up-
listen very closely, you hear some splashing as well.
Oh
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
no! Maybe drink. Is he drinking?
Can we see through the edges of the door, or is it a tight fit?
I don't know that we're in somewhere we have to be quiet, so I'm just gonna go open the door and look. Is this the Nightshade guy?
No.
No. Oh no.
You guys neglected to tell me that I was somewhere I should be stealthy and just messed with me about snails. This is on you.
I was.
No,
Oh,
really,
look,
body
more
block him.
snails in this room.
I was trying to
You
look through
open
the
the
door.
door.
Can I body block him?
So you open the door and you see a bunch of snails crawling around on the carpet.
Oh,
And you see another door straight ahead and a door off to the right. And the sounds, the singing seems to be coming from that area over here somewhere.
Nightshade has a real snail problem.
Yes,
This
it's
would
more
be,
like
Did it
yeah,
have to be
infestation.
snails?
Are you showing it? Is there another map we should look at?
It's right above.
It should see it. When
You might be a
open the
little
door.
far away, Dulcinea.
Hey, Siggy, does the name Miro Sakani mean anything to you?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. That's why we're here.
you told him. I mean, that's why we're here.
We're
Is
in
the
his
Nightshade-
place.
Is the
Yeah, we need
Nightshade
to-
guy going to tell us?
No, he didn't come with us.
Is this his house? Is this Nightshade
No,
man's
this
house?
is this is Sakani's house.
How did we get here?
Well, we had a what was that other guy? We had a runner show us away.
No, that didn't happen.
Well, this is
Oh.
that part of your memory that got blocked out by the snails.
Right.
You're
Also
saying that
the
a
part about
snail
being
changed my
quiet.
memory.
The other thing you don't remember is in Savanor told you he loves you. You're his best friend.
Well, I
He
love
never said
Savanor.
that.
He's a good guy.
No.
He helps people. I'll go over and hug in Savanor,
Oh, it's so adorable.
but like
Don't
way
touch
too
me.
hard.
I start prestidigitating. Don't get away. You still have snail on your hands.
Oh yeah, the snails.
Offer him a
In-
contract.
In Savanor, do you want some of these cool snails in here?
Perhaps actually. I go to I run into the room and the snails on the left I attack.
All right,
Immediately
when
with
you
chill
get
touch.
inside the room, give me a scroll.
Hang on, in Savanor, you said who would have these snails, and then I said you, and now you're going to catch the snails that you were just being mad at me for
There it is.
holding.
Give me a wisdom save as you run into this room.
Wisdom save. That is it's a 13 on the die. Wisdom is it's a 20.
All right, you run into this room and you feel this wave of something wash over you, and then you're like, oh, I'm good, and then you'll get your action, and then we'll go on in it.
Okay.
And if anybody that wanted to move closer to the door, you could have during all of this shenanigans.
Oh yeah, I'm already over by the door because I opened it.
And that was an 18 to hit with my chill touch. I just take the green hand, start trying to whack these snails
Okay.
on the left because I'm gonna look. I look at the ones on the right and go, "I'm taking you home," and I smack the ones on the left.
All right.
18 to hit, and it is a max 16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's
All right. Now
that's
give
all I
me
got
an
for my
X.
action.
Looks like you gave them the smackdown.
No. Dom, did you tell Sigismund about the 20 gold he also lost to you in the bet?
No, I didn't. But thank you for bringing it up.
For some reason, we've established canonically that that Sigismund is like independently wealthy somehow. I don't know how that became canon, but like that's fine.
This is a great group. I think we're coming together finally.
All right. right, who am I missing? We got Rue, Savinor, Mitsu, Stam.
Probably me.
There we go.
I don't want to kill these guys.
All right, Dulcinea, you're first.
How does this keep happening? All right, I guess I should scoot actually into the room to take a look.
All right, give me a wisdom save.
Good luck, everybody. 11.
Okay, your mind, as you go into that room, your mind just something I experienced the last week. It's like you're foggy, you're disoriented, just something. There's some kind of foggy weirdness that you just walked into.
Like
So
hangover?
you have do what?
Extra hangover?
Yeah, like a terrible foggy hangover. You now have disadvantage on attack rolls, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws until the start of your next turn.
Okay, well, I'm just like looking around going, oh. She's like, I don't know what's going on.
But you can finish your turn. It's just that
Yeah.
you're at disadvantage for a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, like that's gonna make any difference in how I roll. And this would be the one time both my rolls are 18.
Woohoo!
Yes.
On which one?
I was gonna do the little flamey thing again because I saw him and I'm just throwing at him.
Okay. But
The
which?
one on my right.
Okay.
And that would be 6 fire.
All right. And Mitsu, you're up.
Okay, would like to move the 10 feet up to the door and then peek in to see what I'm dealing with.
Okay. You basically you see what you see, and there's two swarms, one crawling around on the desk and one crawling around in between those chairs. And you see another door or another two doors in that room, but that's basically what you see.
Okay. I'd like to throw an ice knife to the ones on towards past Dulcinea.
Okay.
And it's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And it's going to take 2 damage, and it will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
When I think of
No.
dexterity, I think of snails.
That's a 10.
It fails,
It's on brand. That's on brand.
taking an additional 7 damage as the knife explodes.
Hey, lots of
Take that,
little
snails.
icy sharded snails fall away. Okay. I knew which one's that. That's this one, which will come over to Savinor. All right. A 16?
No.
All right. They crawl all over you and try and bite you. They don't gain any purchase.
I didn't know snails had teeth.
Yeah. How do they bite
Teeth.
They just
I
glom
made
on you
questions.
menacingly.
They're made of
These are
bone.
magic snails.
But they are
they
made
have.
true.
Okay, so Rue, your turn.
2 rooms, really? Did I notice? Did I notice the reaction of the people going into the room from the snails?
Definitely, when Dulcinea went in, you saw her kind of swoon, and you definitely saw like that something bad happened to her as she walked into the room.
First of all, everyone, you should know something about being in proximity to these Alfinia School trademarked snails is affecting people when they come too close. So be careful. And then I go running in after, or I try to
think
hit
of
the
saying
ones
that
on
before we
Insavinor.
came in here?
You notice
All right,
Sigismund's just charged.
So and then you go in.
I try to. Would I be able to hit the ones on Insavinor from the doorway
Yes.
or no?
I
take a
no,
swing
you'd
at-
have to. Yeah, no, because Sigismund is kind of in the door, so you'd have to make your way in, kind of jostle your way through to get purchase enough to swing.
They're just snails. Go in.
He doesn't
I
want to hurt
steal-
them.
I steal myself and go in to try and take
All
an
right.
attack at the ones.
Give me a wisdom save.
It's not as if a snail would ever be able to do anything as complicated as, I don't know, running a government or having rational thoughts.
Never mind. My wisdom is that would be 9.
Okay, you also get this foggy cloud, and you're at disadvantage on attack rolls, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves.
Sounds like a bad day.
Then
I'm
I
glad we got to see what they do. Because
I
they
take
are
a
cool.
swing at the ones. Let's see. 4. Yeah, 4 plus. That's an 11.
An 11 misses.
Okay.
All right. And Savinor, you start your turn on one. Give me a intelligence save, please.
All right, intelligence.
You got this, man.
That's that. 15.
You're good. You don't forget the last hour.
Maybe he wishes he did.
So I look down at the ones that are like now crawling on me, and I point at myself. A door, and I cast command.
Corey, what is this thing's intelligence? Yeah!
No, that's a failed save because I'm gonna minus 4 or something. So I got like a 9.
Oh yeah. Right.
Now you just have to worry about catching them and then forgetting that you own them.
Fair enough.
So they quit trying to bite you, and they just start crawling on you and kind of like trying to find purchase within your robes and trying to find some place to cuddle up and be.
Kinda like Matt.
Leave my snails
loves you
alone.
today.
Do not touch them. And I start like trying to just gather it in my arms and like defend against.
Nice
What's the
catch,
duration of
Captain.
that spell?
All right.
Oh, I hope I forget the next hour. The last hour.
All right.
I do not want this in my memory bank.
All right, Dulcinea. That's a 14. I don't think that hits you. 14.
Uh-uh.
All right. So that's them. Stemmed.
All right. Looks like I've got one clear shot here, and that is the snails on Insavinor.
Yes.
I'm going to snipe them. I'm
I'm
going to snipe a few of those.
Fireball!
All right.
It's the only way.
I don't know. That's like a 28 to hit, and then that's a
William Tell.
27 to hit.
Yeah, both
Roll.
hit.
All right. Let's check for damage. All right, 7 damage on the one. That's piercing damage, and then 14 radiant damage.
Dang. Well, that was that
So
special.
that was just one. Oh, 21 total is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There is one single snail left on Savinor's robe. crawling
No,
up.
my
like
army
crawl-
of mollusks.
You know, I'm surprised the assassins aren't more into these things because, like, being an assassin, like meeting someone and then being able to just like put a snail on them and they forget who you were, and then just walking away that's pretty sick.
Mhm.
Never.
All right. Sigismundi, bottom of the order.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what we
I do
need
get
to
a
do
turn.
is giving assassins better ideas.
Well, he wasn't always one of the good guys.
Well, it's kind of crowded in there, so I'm just gonna step to the side and I'm gonna weirdly, because even though I'm a paladin, cast Sacred Flame. Because I built my character with the D&D 2024 rules and took the background that lets me pick up 2 cleric cantrips. So I need a dexterity DC 12, Corey.
14.
That succeeds, so you're going to take 5 points of radiant damage on the ones that are menacing Dulcinea.
All right. You said 5?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we'll clear this out and get a new round going. Looks like Dulcinea's first again. And since you
Hey.
start your turn and there's snails all around you, give me a intelligence save.
$28.
All right. Yep. Good to go. Your turn.
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
So they're like all around my feet. So I'm gonna hit him with shocking grasp, but with my feet.
All right. Shocking
With
stomp.
my feet.
That's it. Now I have to do math. 27
27
to
hit?
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
$15 lightning.
All right. And the rest of the snails are all gone. That's all around Dulcinea. All right.
All right, Rue, there's one left, and he's holding it. What do you have to do? Because you've
Well,
established that your character would do it.
It's Savinor's turn, so he has to give me
There's someone in the way.
intelligence save first.
Intelligence save. All right, here we go.
You should be good at those. Oh, yeah.
All right, 18.
18, you're good to go. All right. Your turn. There's one snail sitting on your shoulder.
I'm gonna try to keep this snail.
They're foes, not friends.
You mind your business.
At least they're not fish.
And I'm going to
And you hear singing from behind that other door over here. Splash, splash, splash.
you said there's splashing going on behind the door?
Yeah.
I look down to my little snail friend and I point towards the door. Attack. And I cast command again.
So he's going to do the job for the assassins.
Mm.
Oh, I got to roll a saving throw there.
We're fans of efficiency. What can we say?
All right, it moves to there.
Because that's as fast as it can go.
Well, actually, yeah, no, it'll double move underneath the door. It squeezes like underneath the door.
I think that's the most useful thing you've done today, Sav.
It didn't
kidding
do
me?
anything.
Damn.
It's my turn. All right. I think what I'm going to do is move through this doorway and take up position. Oh no, I can't get through the door, can I? Oh, there we go. The door was closed. All right. I'm going to take up position, I think right over here.
Okay.
We get ready to take a shot if that door opens.
All right. Holding an action to shoot through the door after it opens. All right.
Yep.
Rue.
First, I turn to Stan. Capture, not kill. Understand?
I'll try and remember that in case I lose my memory.
Could I try to stealthily open the door without drawing attention to it?
We have been shooting guns and spells and screaming.
The guy's still splashing in there. He's an idiot, evidently.
Yeah, you can
Splish splash,
stealthily
I was
open the
taking a
door.
bath.
Maybe he's got like snail headphones on or
I
something.
think he's gonna have like 80 snails on him. Is what's actually gonna happen.
Or it's a giant snail
So,
taking a bath.
so you open the door quietly?
Yep. Do I need to roll for that, or
No, that you're not really.
okay?
He's not paying any attention, but there's a giant monstrosity thing that is sitting in the bed, and then you hear the splashing from over here.
Oh my god, it's Snail Duke Leto 2. I think like maybe a third of our audience will get that joke. Not many people make it that far in the Dune trilogy or in the Dune chapter.
Oh, come on. Worms are totally different from snails.
Not really.
So you open the door. What else do you? And then those of you who have, you can feel that kind of push, that fogginess, intensify a little bit as you see this thing that seems to be emanating this aura of confusion.
Muta!
Oh yeah, so
Again,
I've got
I
a
just want
held
to emphasize
action.
how much I dislike you. I run in and attack it.
All right.
Oh yeah, Stam had a held action.
Yeah. Can I make my
Yeah,
attack?
Stam. Yeah, as he opens the door, you shoot, and then he'll run in and attack.
Does it look like he's running for the big one?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's one I'll attack. That's a 22 to hit.
A 22 hits.
All right. This will be, let's see, 13 radiant damage.
13.
How do you like that?
Is that what I want to do? I think I just
Stunning shot.
Healed him?
there we go. There we go. 13. All right.
So, needless to say, I launch an attack. Do I need to roll for the wisdom going into the room, or am I good?
No, you already saved going into this room. You will need, at the end of your turn, you'll have to save again.
Okay. Well, I start off by taking my attack, and I'm going to do spend a key point for flurry of blows. God, that's hard to say like this.
Oh, look, somebody's finally put on their trying hat.
You even know what the hat is? I am proud of you. 22 on the first hit.
That hits.
9. 16 on the second.
All right.
And
All right.
23 on the third.
Oh, the 16 missed. Sorry.
Okay. So 2 hits. Never actually played a monk before, so that's why I'm doing the quick double check to make sure I know what I'm doing. So first hit, 7. So the first is 11, and I'm going to do the stunning strike.
Okay.
So that's my second key point. And they have to succeed on a DC 13. For
20
Constitution.
on the die.
Oh,
Oh well. So 13 or 11 points isn't nothing. Second one that hit. That is. I'm going to do Savage Attack just to see if I beat 6. Nope. So that is 10 points of damage on the second.
Okay.
And I will hold there.
Okay.
So now, wisdom check.
Yes. At the end of the round, give me a wisdom check.
23.
You're safe. And Sigismund. Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
add that guy to the init now.
Sigismund is just going to run in as far as he can get. 5, 10. I think I can get there. And then I will attack twice. One of them is an 18 on the die. The other one is a 4 on the die. So I'm assuming only the 18 will hit. And I am going to dump a charge of Searing Smite into this. So 19 points of damage. And of that, 11 of it is radiant, if that matters.
Okay.
And then what does Searing Smite bring with it? I think it's just extra damage. Oh no, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
12.
Okay. So that's a failed save. So he is on fire. And he's going to take 1d6 of fire damage every round until he saves. So that's 2 points of fire damage.
2 more. All right. And that's it.
That's it.
Mitsu.
Okay, I am going to move across till I am in front of the door, if I can move my token.
It's pretty crowded.
Yes, it is a wee bit crowded here. There we go.
Here,
Now I got it. I was just trying to walk through a wall. Roll20 got mad at me, as it should. So, from right there, I'm going to cast a Find Familiar to summon my familiar into the room in front of me.
Okay. And that happens at the beginning of the next turn? Is that it's a 1 round action, or I think yeah.
Yeah, so I won't be able to do
Yeah.
anything, but it will appear at some point.
It appears. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So a winged snake appears in the room with the mind mollusk monstrosity, which I realized had a 15 on the init because it wasn't in the tracker, and we're at 12. So I'm gonna take that at the end of the round now. And
Well, he was
let's see.
sleeping.
Let's see. On Rue.
You
A
attack me with my own snails.
10 to hit, which doesn't.
Nope.
Then on Sigismund, a 26 to hit.
Yep, you got it.
23 damage, psychic. And a intelligence saving throw, please.
I'm real good at being smart. 12.
Okay, you are mentally fatigued.
Oh,
And
always.
what were you doing yesterday this time?
Probably arguing with Savanor.
So you were just arguing with Savanor.
Yeah, that's pretty common, actually.
About the difference between corn and flour biscuits, and now you are now you're
like
you're in front of this
conversation.
huge monstrosity, and you don't know what happened.
Oh crap! It's a giant skeleton snail.
So you lost a day. And
Thank
this
you,
is gonna-
Captain Obvious.
Guys, we need to do something about this. Where are we? Who are these people?
Yeah.
What do you
So
mean?
stupid.
All right, and then and the other snail, and Savinor's snail tries to attack the bigger snail and misses.
That's gonna go well.
And it's a knit time.
There we go.
Sort those bad boys. Oh, the little snail goes first.
Hooray!
Right. Oh, I
Everybody get
go
in there,
last.
too.
Great.
And the little snail misses again.
Who would have thought?
So Rue, it's your shot.
Why is it when I want to roll poorly so I don't have to be the one that might kill a snail?
I think this thing's got some gas left in the tank.
So I'm going to spend another key point. So that takes me to 3 for another flurry of blows. 13. First is 20.
20 hits.
Second is 25.
25 also hits.
So you were
24.
trying to knock it?
24 on the third hit.
All 3 hit.
Wow, you're hitting like you mean it, man.
I've never wanted so much to roll poorly in my life.
I can roll for you.
The universe will make it a good roll so that I hurt the snail. Okay, I'm using Savage Attack to try another roll at my first damage dice, and still 2. 6 points of damage, but I'm going to spend another key point to do a Stunning Strike again. So it needs to beat a con 13.
8.
Ooh. Something useful happened. What a strange concept. It's on stunned condition until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. It's plus 6 damage. Second one. Ooh. 12 damage on the second attack. 7 on the third. So 13 plus 12. 25 total.
All right. Stammened.
It's not dead yet.
Blam, blam.
Please kill it. I don't need the indignity of killing a giant snail.
Yeah, that's a 27 and a 22.
Stam likes target practice
Hits.
anyway.
All right.
To be fair, we are
7
just here.
piercing.
We're just here helping. You're a professional snail killer because you're getting paid to do this.
And 10 radiant. So
What was
17
the total?
total. 17 total.
All right. And Sigismund.
Oh yes, I will just attack him twice because I'm not very good for much else.
You
No,
just see giant snail and hit it.
both are misses. I'm so confused that I'm like, wow, what is this? It was a 2 on a die and a 3 on a die, so that's all I've got. I will, for a bonus action, I'm gonna lay on hands, heal myself, for 15.
All right. The snail is stunned. Dulcinea.
I'm going to take a little bit of step to the left and a hop to the right. And stand way back here and shoot at it with my crossbow.
All right.
I don't want to get that close to it because the little ones were bad enough. And ew. 21.
21 hits.
And 12. Damage.
12 damage. That is enough to take it out, and it flumps onto the bed, oozing everywhere, and the waves of confusion end. However, Sigismund, you still think it's yesterday.
I just want to know who you people are. Hey, these guys kind of look like assassins.
Yeah, they're working with us.
Don't
what
worry
do you
about
mean?
it. You got it.
I don't think we could have killed that big one without Rue, though.
Yeah,
They were here
he did
earlier
do a
trying
lot
to
of
kill
damage
you.
to it.
Helping out with the infestation issue.
And you hear splash, 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 splash off to the right.
I go investigate, but while I'm walking past, I look. Why is Albinius Goose name stenciled all over this giant snail?
It's not. You're making that up. Why do you keep saying that? That's not real.
It is the truth, and it is canon, and I will die on this hill.
So yes, Avazuna-san or Miro or whoever this might be is splashing around in the bathtub, completely like mind numb, like you're incoherently singing and babbling in the bathtub.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Please, guys, let's give him. Come on, let's
No.
go. We're in his
No.
house. He's trying to take a bath.
No, there's a job to do here. Go away. I try and pull Avasuna out of the bath. Throw a
Whoa!
rope
What
on
do you
him.
know? Okay, it's time to go. It's time to go, I guess. And he goes.
yes,
He
just
pees
come with
all
me.
over the bath, all over the floor.
Oh.
That's what you
I
get.
want to immortalize this and remember it because
Can I
this
make-
guy is
Can I
such
make an
a
attack
joke.
roll?
Oh. I
For
just
where it goes?
I put the robe on him. For God's sake.
We are trying to. Who am I today? Who am I today?
You are following me. That's who you are. Some
I am
my
following
God, he's
you.
The Mandarin.
I
Yes.
am
Come on,
following
come on.
you.
come and see
Okay.
him.
No, Corey, Iron Man 3 does.
Does he have a British accent, and did he go to Darkenhaven University for theater?
No, he's got an Australian accent, which I can't do very well without being,
Yes.
totally
Yeah.
racist. So he's going to be, totally out of it, and we're gonna have to wrap this one because we got another one starting here in about 25 minutes. So
Yeah, we've got to get back and take care of the our friend and her child who are living in our attic.
What the heck are you
Who?
talking about, Sigismund?
What are you guys talking
What
about?
are you talking about? What day do you think this is, Sigismund?
I don't know. I'm retired. I don't keep track of that kind of thing.
so to put a wrap on this one, I will just say that Rue, Mitsu have no problem getting Avasuna-san on a boat to Estrenia because he will follow any directions you give. You can make your way back down the stairs and through the tunnels out of this house. It's kind of scary that the Oath of Blood can get into somebody this powerful's house just by walking through walls and passageways. But and you owe them a favor before you leave. As you get your boat, you also are issued a decree that looks legit to take back to the Golden City, and there will be someone to murder on the vengeance of the Oath of Blood, but it looks legit, so you have a decree.
That's your job.
You also decide to take the decree against Sigismund to the Emperor and speak on his behalf and maybe get that turned away. But weird stuff is happening with you do know that someone must have put these things here to keep this guy kind of crazy and able to be manipulated so easily.
Yeah, imagine if they had cast that magic on an animal that didn't suck so much.
Well, fortunately, they put their name all over every single snail. Alphinius too.
Yeah, that kind of.
And Sigismund, it takes a greater restoration from a friendly visit to Godfrey over in the God's Ward, and you're able to recover all the memories that you've lost. However, your friends still don't have any memory of Talolia, and you don't know where she went.
Their brains aren't as easy to fix as mine.
and that is where we will wrap episode 1, Remember Me, of season 2.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, Corey, is there any way I could have got that last snail?
Sure. You want to lose hours and hours and hours at a time? It makes saves every time it's near you.
I think he does.
I think that we'll start our next episode with that in mind. But well.
Such a bad idea.
It is.
Such a bad idea.
Just every time in Savinor's not in an episode, it's just because he's had a snail issue.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to our guest for coming on and having a fun snail adventure with us.
Thanks, guys.